Hey, it's David Beckham, BreezeFlippers, back in the shipping room. Been away for a week. We were at Market in Atlanta, buying for my wife's gift stores that she runs for the hospital. And it's been an interesting week. We had a great time, walked a lot, but it's time to get back and talk about some sales and talk about what's going on. We actually had a great week of sales while we were gone. I think we have 18 sales so far. We got a few offers out and a few offers sent in that I might accept. But yeah, can't complain. That's been on vacation for a while, so we're ready to get back and get started and talk a little bit about what sold. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about shipping rates. So let's get into it. All right, like I said, we actually had a decent week. Store's been on vacation, not going to complain. We've had 18 sales. Every time we got a sale, I sent an email to someone to say, hey, just letting you know we're on vacation until the end of this week and everything won't ship until Tuesday. Because remember, tomorrow's a holiday, Martin Luther King Day, so nothing goes out tomorrow. So I actually have an extra day, but I want to put my video out on Monday like I normally do, so here we are. So the first thing that sold was a vintage drafting set. So this one has a compass in it and some basic tools, writing tools, different things, but it's a drafting kit. I think I literally had this back in the 90s when I was in college. I didn't have drafting in college, but I did use it for drawing, I guess. So it's been around on shelves and sitting around for a while. Just was time to go. I don't use it, I don't draft. So ended up getting $8.09 for that. We're getting $6.99 for shipping. Next, we sold some VeggieTales DVDs. So it's a set of 3 VeggieTales. I think it's the Dave and the Giant Pickle. That sounds like a real barn burner. God Wants to Forgive Them, which is important sometimes. And then St. Nicholas, A Story of Joyful Giving. So VeggieTales is a pretty popular children's movie, good with parents, good messages in it. Anyway, I got 3 of those. They went out for $7.99. We'll get $5.99 shipping, and that'll go out media mail. We did sell a comic, one comic for this week. Honestly, I wish I could tell you I know all about this comic. I don't know a single thing about it. It is called The Tomorrow Syndicate, and this is book number 6. And I don't know anything about it, but it's Image Comics. It says 1963 on it, but I don't truly believe that's when it came out because $1.95 wouldn't have been that much. So this is book number 6. It did sell for $7.99, and like all comics, I get $5.99 shipping. So speaking of shipping, probably jump right into that subject right away. I've talked about this a lot and gonna have to look at it again, but we got an email that from Pirate Ship that says that the USPS rates are changing for 2025. And I'm sure everybody's looked at this right now, but overall it says that the range of price, there's going to be decreases in prices, which is kind of odd considering the amount of money that the USPS was in the hole. But it says there's going to be a range of decreases. One of them is going to be up to from 1% to very large, 26%, depending on where it's going. And there are some increases where for select weight and zone combinations for Ground Advantage and Priority Mail, there'll be some rate increases. And that rate increase could be over 9% over the holiday shipping rate. So if you dig into it a little bit more, because you always see price decreases, you wonder, obviously this isn't going to be the direction it goes. But ground-based advantage rates are going down on average of 3.2%, though some shipments may see small increases. This is where they get you. Rate increases are mostly for the following weight and zone combinations. So packages between 5 ounces and 15.99 ounces will see a price increase between 12 and 24%. And to be honest with you, that's our sweet spot, right? For most of the stuff that we ship is between 5 ounces and 1 pound. So I don't think we're going to be seeing a savings in there anywhere. But also packages between 4 and 6 pounds traveling to zones 1 and 4 will increase by up to 55 cents. So the heavier packages are also going to do it. So I think it'll be an interesting test to see where it goes today. When I ship these tonight, we got hats. We got a lot of stuff that's between 5 and ounces and a pound. So I guess we're going to see where it goes. Some of the Ground Advantage cubic are decreasing by 1.2%. Priority Mail flat rates are decreasing on average of 2.7%, except for large rate, which are going to be increasing by 76 cents. And then decrease in prices. We have 7.3% for some shipments. So some priority mail cubic shipments will increase depending on the size of your package. So, and then weight-based priority mail rates are decreasing by 3.8% on average, but heavier packages 11 to 20 pounds traveling to zones 5 and 8 will see significant price drops ranging from 9 to 26%. But packages under 20 pounds traveling to zones 1 to 4 will increase up to 8.7%. So it's a little bit of good news sprinkled with a little bit of bad news. There's going to be price increases. It is just a way of business. Everything we do right now is getting more expensive, whether it's the boxes we use, the plastic, the bags, doesn't matter. You know, it's all part of the business, and we're going to have to figure out ways to either offset it through higher prices on items or higher price on shipping. Now, I don't do free shipping. Well, I do some free shipping. It depends on the items. But for the most part, I don't do free shipping because it's hard to negotiate prices. I think, in my opinion, it's hard to do offers with free shipping because people just, you know, you sell something for $20 in free shipping, they send you an offer for $10, you just can't do it. But if I had it and there was shipping on top of that and somebody sent me an offer for $10 and it's something I wanted to get rid of, I may think about it depending on my costs. So I kind of know where I'm at. I guess you could do the same thing, or you could turn offers off. It just really depends on your business model. My business model says that I don't do that. So that's not the way I run it. But so I think that's going to be an interesting look. You know, we do have some hats, and I'll show those in a minute, that we did sell. So probably going to have to see what those come out to. I've been toying with the idea of raising hat shipping prices because we do sell quite a few of them. I'm going to have to play that through and see, because by the time you add a box and by the time you add your packing material and everything that goes with the hat, it's pushing pretty close to the $5 mark or better, and I charge $4.99, so we're gonna have to check it out. But speaking of hat, I did sell another one of the $1 hats that I picked up at a garage sale for $1. This is a Atlanta Braves, and it is in pretty good shape. It is a sized hat, and it is size 7 3/8. Again, it's official on-field cap, New Era, and it's $59.50, kind of a flat bill, nice looking hat. Sold that for $10.68, and we get $4.99 shipping with that. We also sold, well, if we can see it, so this is a Universal Studios Monster Ring. You can kind of see it in the plastic there. Maybe we'll show it this way. We put everything in plastic so I can put numbers on it, right? That's how I know what they are and where they are. But this is a Universal Studios. It's an adjustable ring. It actually is brand new. It's a monster ring. I think it has Frankenstein on it. And it's sold for $9.89, and we'll get $5.99 shipping. That'll go out today. So this is interesting. I think I've talked about it a couple times. We were at a estate sale, and we picked up a whole bunch of old vintage die-cast farm equipment, some Matchbox cars, some different things. There was a bunch of stuff that we picked up. We had a pretty full bag and didn't pay very much for it. But one of the things they had in there was this Matchbox book. And it is a collector's book, Universal Matchbox Toys, from 1982 to 1992 with the price guide by Charlie Mack. Thought when I saw it, I was like, well, I couldn't pass it up. It was less than $1, so I picked it up. We actually sold it for $7.99, and this will go out in media mail, and it is going out for $5.99 shipping. So interesting find. I flipped through the book and actually looked at it. It has some cool stuff in there. So it was dated, so the prices obviously won't be the same. But if you're a collector of cars, those are pretty neat books to pick up if you can. Next, we sold some video games. So wouldn't be a good week if we didn't sell some video games, because we're kind of burning through them though, because I've noticed some of my bins are starting to get empty. So I'm getting very close to the point where I can start combining a couple bins and just have the ones that are there kind of reselling. But it is the start of the year. It's inventory time. So we'll probably do inventory and start to kind of look at, what we have, figure out what's in what bin, where stuff is. Again, today, even I spent an extra 10 minutes looking for something. I thought it was in one bin, it was in a different bin. And most of that's my fault. It really is my fault, because before Sherry started helping me, my wife, Mrs. BreezeFlipper, I would put stuff in the bin and I'd forget to write it down. And then I'd go, oh, I'll just say MB1 or MB2 or whatever. And or I think I put it in MB5, and I put it down, and then of course you go out there to find it. it's not there. So it's nice to have someone helping you with inventory. She does help me with inventory. We will probably inventory everything and just kind of do a count and shift some stuff around and kind of consolidate some bins so that we can make some space out in the storage, out in the garage and in our closets and bedrooms and wherever else we have stuff stored. When you're a part-time seller and that's what you do, you store it where you can. But this is 3 games, a lot of 3 PS3 games. It's Grand Theft Auto number 4, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit limited edition, and the Need for Speed Carbon. That's going out, sold for $13.49, and we'll get $6.99 shipping for that. Let's see. All right, next thing we sold is this cool little workout tool. Now, I'm not going to open it up. You can use your imagination. This actually opens all the way up into like a V, and this is called a Oyo Fitness Nova Personal Gym Flex Pack Spiral Flex Technology. So this is like a portable gym, or supposedly like a portable gym. It was actually created by NASA for the astronauts on the space station, the International Space Station. It's something they can use. There are a lot of things you can do with it. You really can, if you really kind of play with it. You can do curls, you can do presses. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do. It is kind of interesting. Brand new, I think they sell for the 150 range, 140. It does come with all of the tools and everything with it, plus a little strap and an instruction booklet. I ended up picking this up for, let's see. I actually bought a set of golf clubs that I got a list, and they were Ping Zing 2 golf clubs, full set, and this, and I paid $80 for everything. So I'm kind of figured that I paid $20 for this and $60 for the clubs. So I know I'll make a good 150, probably 160 on the clubs. It's a full set. So I'll probably sell those, but I did end up getting $64.99. And I'll be honest with you, I think that I probably charge a good little chunk of change to ship it. Yeah, $8.99 for shipping, because I got to figure out a box to put this in, guys. That's not going to be an easy one. So there's a shipping challenge today, but that's okay. We'll take the challenges. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Sold this little guy. There you go. All right. So if you heard that or not, but this is Iron Man with an arm. He does all the little fun stuff, and you can do just about anything, I guess. So anyway, he won't shut up now. But I bought him along with some other stuff I'll show tonight. But we were at a garage sale, and it was actually a garage sale that I just happened on. I didn't even know it was going on in a neighborhood that was close to us. Stopped by, and we went in, and they had a box of just loose stuff, like loose figures that were like this, or there were a lot of different things in there. And I went back and I said, well, how much do you want for the box? And they're like, oh, I don't know, we just want to get rid of it, so how about $5? And I was like, sold. Okay, so ended up taking that. This wasn't in that box, but I went back afterwards, and so I ended up getting a whole bunch of stuff though, like pop figures. There were some robots. I've sold some stuff and already talked about it a couple places. That we've already sold some of that stuff and did really good so far. For the $5, totally made that back. I went back and we went to the garage sale again. This time Sherry went with me. And I asked her, because we were looking for a part, and I'll talk about that next, for something else that sold. And I was looking for something else, and she goes, do you want some other action figures? And I'm like, well, yeah. She goes, well, these are the higher end ones. And so she brought out a whole bunch of them. And last week or the week before, I sold the Venom Hulk, I think it was, and that was one of the figures that were in there, and so was this little guy, so he was in there as well, and there were 2 of him, so 2 exact ones of him, and then 2 other ones and so I have a whole bunch of these for sale. I ended up paying $30 for that box, probably overpaid, but I already made my money back on the other stuff. I knew I would, and I ended up getting $10.79 for this one. I'll get $6.99 for shipping, and I'm going to try and ship him so he doesn't make any noise. Might have to take the batteries out. I don't know. We'll see, because I said that the batteries came with it, so we'll see. But yeah, so $10.79, $6.99 shipping. I'm not going to complain. But I also sold out of that box, I believe it was this little guy. This is a pop figure. So people that say, oh, pop figures don't sell, well, they do. This one is the Funko Pop movies, The Hunger Games. This is President Snow, number 229, and he is vaulted. Okay, so vaulted means that they no longer make it, and even though it doesn't have the box, it would be worth a lot more if it had the box. But this one sold for $11.69, and we're gonna get $5.99 shipping. So some Funkos do sell, especially the vaulted ones. You want to make sure you keep an eye on that. But that was also part of that sale. Another interesting sale. Well, let's actually go to the other sale that was all part of that sale as well. So this one, it was the first thing that sold this week while I was gone. So in that $5 box, first thing I noticed was this guy. Everybody knows who this guy is, right? That's Sonic the Hedgehog. He's in the bag, so we'll have to wrap him up. But matter of fact, actually, I'm going to take him out of the bag because we're actually going to have to wrap these up so they don't get too banged up. So I did some comps when I looked at this. It's the reason I bought the whole box. Was this is a Jazzware Sonic the Hedgehog. Now he is missing an arm, and that was the reason we went back. He's got a little shorty arm, see? So that's the reason we went back to the garage sale, to see if we could find the arm. Maybe it was in there. Turned out it wasn't, but I looked at this and there were comps for this guy from Jazzwares, this exact one, for like ridiculous amount of money, like $100. I was like, whoa, this might be a good one. Well, then he was missing his arm. I was like, oh, always my luck. I didn't even pay attention that this guy was in there as well. So now he's not without his problems, all right? He's got all of his parts, except he's missing his nose. So frustrated. I don't think you can see it very well. It's very bright. He's missing a nose. All right, so should have a nose like this. He doesn't have a nose. So you can see. Anyway, I was shocked that this guy was selling for $100 as well. He's very movable, all Jazzware. And so I did get an offer this week. The guy sent me an offer and he goes, and I hadn't even noticed, I actually missed, that's the one thing. You got to be careful when you're looking at these things. But I missed that his nose was gone. I could not believe it. I missed it. Normally, I see that the arm was gone on this one, but I totally missed that the nose was gone. So I had it listed at one point for both of them together for like $100. And I had a lot of interest, a lot of offers, back and forth. And I just, I knew I could get more for it. Then this guy sent me an offer. Well, the first day I was gone on vacation, and he sent me an offer and he goes, look, he goes, would you take 60? He goes, the gray one's missing a nose, and I feel like with the wear and tear, that's a fair offer. And I went back and looked, and I'm like, he's absolutely right. It is missing a nose. So I took the $60 offer. I am way in the black on that buy. Totally right side up. So $60 plus the Iron Man plus the other stuff for the snow. And there's some other stuff that is sold already from that box. It was probably one of the better garage sales that we went to in a while for last year. So very happy with that. Very pleased, and definitely a good offer. All right, so here's another one. This is a lot of 4 Cozy Heart Care Bears. They're cute, aren't they? Little penguin guy right here, little pinky bear, little heart bear. I don't know who that is, but cute, right? Anyway, picked them up at a garage sale. I think I paid $2 for the whole 4 of them. They were 50 cents a piece. Ended up getting $16.19, and we will get $6.99 shipping. That'll go in a poly bag or maybe a bubble mailer. We'll see, but it'll ship pretty easily. But that's going to be going out. And it's been a while since I've sold one. I'm starting to think I'm going to have to reprice them or really think about them, but I did sell another men's magazine, Playboy. And this is a 2013 with Alyssa Ars and Val Kilmer in it. And it's a double issue, July-August. So apparently they don't want to put out 2 in the summer. They just put out 1. But anyway, I did sell that for $15.99, and that is free shipping. That's one of the few items that I have that has free shipping. Just seems like that's an easier way to sell them. But this year's, I'm going to try some things this year. We're going to try to price some of them at, like I said, I think I've said it before, about 60 cents, 61 cents in each one of them. I'm going to try to sell some for around $4.99, $5.99 plus shipping. It is every bit of $8 to ship these. And I'm going to find out tonight. So once I try to do this one, you can't ship a medium mail because they have advertising. But I'm going to try and ship this one and see how much, the difference in pricing and shipping is. Hopefully it'll be a little cheaper, but chances are I just feel like that's going to fall into that sweet spot range. So I have juice. I need a drink. Thank you. I think I've been talking all week, so it's starting to catch up to me. Let's see what else we sold here, though. We got a mug. Now I have to unwrap this because we're going to have to rewrap it anyway. But this is a Disney Evil Queens mug, and it's tricks and spells. There you go. It says inside there, tricks and spells. See, and it's all the evil woman from Disney. You got Cruella, and you got whoever that lady is, and the Wicked Witch. No, the Evil Queen. Oh, Maleficent. That's who she is. And the heck is her name again? I can never remember her name. Somebody remind me of her name. She's on the. Oh, I've seen them all, guys. I just can't remember which one it is. This is the Little Mermaid. I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, see, that's what Sherry's supposed to be in here for and tell me the names of all these people. But anyway, this did sell for $10.52, and we get $8.99 shipping for all of our glass items. So only because we like to make sure that they get there in one piece. Here's another little interesting sale that we had. And these were in that box as well. Now that I recall, they were in that same box that all these other action figures are in. This guy and all them. These are pullback cars, and they are Marvel, a lot of 5 superhero Marvel pullback cars. You pull them back and they go. And there's 5 of these in here, and sold them for $13.49. And I think we're probably going to get $6.99 shipping for that, because if I remember correctly, no, actually $5.99 shipping. But this is a pretty light box. Again, might fall into that sweet spot, and we'll see. So could be a little bit more, but we'll see what it is. Also sold another hat, and this is a United States Air Force USAF hat. Nice looking hat. These are brand new. I still got 2 of them left in the store. Talked about this before, but I picked these up, I think, off of Macari, and I bought an entire lot of U.S. Air Force hat, U.S. Army retired hats, and I think just the regular Air Force retired hats. Picked them up for, I think I ended up getting for about less than $1 a piece, so that's a pretty good buy. I like new hats, especially like these. These are just good looking hats. Got $10.68 for that, and we always get the $4.99 shipping for right now. Yeah, here's another one that we sold, was a puzzle. All right, so normally, guys, I do not like to sell puzzles. This is a pretty puzzle, though. 1,000-piece puzzle. So I actually sat down and counted all 1,000 pieces. So in it, I do say that it's counted. We'll hope that it's counted properly, that I didn't make any mistakes. So it's 1,000 pieces. This is why I don't like to sell puzzles, because A, I don't want to put them together, and B, I don't want to count them. Now, if they're sealed, I'll buy them and I'll sell them, because they do sell pretty well on occasion. But that one sold for $5.99. I don't have anything in them. Honestly, I think I bought a whole bunch of puzzles and maybe paid $2 for a box of them. So, and I've sold a bunch already. That's one of the last ones, so not going to complain about $5.99. Last but not least, this is an interesting buy. This is a radio handbook, and it's actually 1923 Lifax Incorporated Dellinger Whitmore 5th edition manual for handbook for radio. So it's got a leather bound. It's got some tabs in it. This book is actually, it's in okay shape. I wouldn't say it's in great shape. It's 1923, so the fact that it still has pages, that makes it pretty good shape. The guy ordered it and ended up paying $13.67. This was at a garage sale where we bought a whole bunch of books for $12. They were very vintage, very old, and I think I've already showed some that we did sell a while back. We bought that, books, and a couple other little things, but I mean, I think our total buy was $14. But this book sold. I knew it would because there were some comps on it that were pretty decent, between $15 and $20. But I like to pick up vintage books. I like to see them get a second life. And there are people that collect old books, people that collect old magazines. So if you see something like that, don't be afraid to buy it. Look them up. And you can't always take a picture and do it, but you kind of got to look them up and look up the name, especially if you see LaFax, or look up Radio Handbook and LaFax, and take a look and see how much they're going for. You might be surprised, some of these vintage books. But the funniest thing was, I got to tell you, I message everybody, and every once in a while you just get a person that you love, because they're so kind. But I sent everybody a little email that said, thank you so much for your order. Just want to let you know we were out of the office, or out, on vacation until this date, that we will promptly ship everything on the Tuesday. And, appreciate their patience. And the guy said, no worries. The book has been around since 1923. Waiting an extra week or so won't hurt anything. LOL. So don't rush. Thank you, and enjoy your time away. I love people like that, honestly. It made me laugh, and I sent it back to him, and I said, LOL. I go, that's so true. Thank you so much. And for the laugh, it was just made me chuckle. It's been around since 1923. Another week's not going to hurt it. So you want to have customers like that. And, if you are a customer, or you found my web, so we sent out some emails. We sent out recently some marketing materials through eBay marketing. And, we thank people for, all the kind remarks. I mean, we get a lot of really good feedback, and it does my heart really well. I mean, it makes me feel good. This is one of the reasons why we do it. I mean, we're doing it to make money, but there's a level of, satisfaction that you get for serving people and doing good things and making people happy. And you don't know the story. You don't know any of these stories. You don't know what's going on. Why did this guy buy this book? Maybe it finishes the collection for him. Maybe he's an avid radio ham radio operator, and this is something that's going to mean a lot to him. Or what is the story with it? You don't know what's the story with this guy. It's beginning of the year. It's the exercise time of year, so we probably know why you bought this, but you just don't know, and that's kind of the fun. But we're so excited that we get nice and good feedback, and we've been very fortunate so far to have really, really good feedback. And we did send out some marketing emails that are going out and letting people know about our channel. So if you do find your way to our channel, and you're one of the people that maybe you've bought from us in the past, thank you, And if you haven't bought from us, go check our store out. You can go to BreezeFlippers on eBay, or doohickeysandwhatnots.com. That's the name of our store. You can go there and pull it up and get some great stuff. And, we do very well as far as our pricing. We try. So we try to be very competitive. But it's a lot of fun. I talked about it before. Being a part-time reseller, it's a challenge. There's no question about it. And if you're thinking about reselling, you're thinking about getting eBay or getting Mercari or Poshmark or wherever you want to sell, it's a challenge. Balancing time, taking time to pack, ship, list, all the things you got to do to build an eBay business. It takes time. It's a lot of work. But if it's something you enjoy, or you find reward, in it, then, do it. If you're just looking to make a buck, you can do that too. That's easy enough. You can go look through your house, find some things that you just don't use anymore. Go list them on eBay. It is not hard. Guys, anybody can do it. A fifth grader could do it, honestly. It's not that hard. You just need to put the basic materials, come up with a listing, look and see what other people have sell similar, and use their listing information, and you can basically just create your own, update the information that specific to your item, put a decent price on it, set shipping, and you're done. And if you want to use shipping labels from eBay, use the shipping labels. And I will tell you this, I cannot tell you how many things, especially comics, that I have ordered in the recent couple months. Somebody has gone to the post office and purchased shipping through the post office. It just blows me away. You're on eBay, order through eBay. At least you get 50% off almost from the post office. And we use pirate ship for almost everything. I tell my mother-in-law now, don't ship anything retail. Bring it to me and I will ship it for you much cheaper. So you can do that all day long. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have a business. Use pirateship.com and ship it cheaper than you would be if you went down to the post office and did that. Now, I realize by saying that, the post office being $2 billion in debt, not helping them. But, you know, they'll figure their thing out. Trust me. They'll raise prices. It'll probably be turned into an independent business at some point, I'm sure, under this new administration. They'll figure out a way to monetize it, and who knows? We may end up paying more for shipping, but, you know, at some point, as long as we're still able to ship, I'm not going to care. So, but, you know, really, truly, if you're wanting to sell things and you're wanting to get into this, you need to, you know, do it. Just do the first thing, you know, go grab some stuff that you want to sell it. And, you know, I will just say this, always try to provide good customer service, because I think that's key in any business. Now, it sounds like we're getting ready to get cookies because my wife is rattling pans in the other room. So, so we're looking forward to cookies. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this week, guys. Let me tell you what my totals were, just give you an idea about what's going out. For this week, we are actually, well, of course, when I said that, I got rid of it. Here we go. All right, so we've got, looks like about $455 shipped out. So pretty good for being on vacation. Not going to complain. That's a decent week. Good inventory that's gone out. Not going to complain. And trying to keep up with everything and tell you where we're at. I will tell you that for this month in January, so far for the 2025, we're still ahead. We are at 68.9% over what we were last year this time. So business is growing, and that's good. We're still making sales. That's good. And I think things are going to kind of keep going and getting better, I hope, you know, in the future. So I'm looking forward to some good weeks ahead. It's nice to be back in my own home and able to get a video back out. And I am going to put out some highlights from last week at Market. And if you've never seen what Market is or never been to Market, it's a lot of shopping. It's 3 buildings, 18 floors of just showrooms. All the stuff that you see in stores, gift stores, specialty stores, and things like that, they're all there. And you go through lots and lots of vendors. And it's just it's a long week, but very fun and kind of neat, because you get to see what's coming up, what's trending, what could be selling. And from a reselling standpoint, from my standpoint, it kind of gives me some ideas about maybe things to look for when I'm out selling. If I see these are hot items, I'm definitely going to look for them. So, but that's pretty much it for this week. I can't wait to see how the week goes. We're going to throw out this video probably tomorrow or on Monday, and we'll try to do a couple more this week and let you guys know what's going on. So it's great talking to you. I'm David Beckham, BreezeFlippers. We'll see you.